How's it going, everybody? This is Omar Thabit. I am with my uncle Nash Abdullah. This is our first official interview on MotivateMe313. This is actually an exclusive interview, and I'm going to tell you guys a little more about it soon. But before we even begin, Uncle Nash, can you please tell us about yourself?
Well, like you said, my name is Nash Abdullah. I was born in Yemen, came here when I was almost 1 year old, raised here in 6 Mile on the east side of Detroit, attended White Elementary, Cleveland Middle School, Persian High School, did some college, never really did graduate to get a degree, and I've just been here, raising my family and taking care of them pretty much.
So where do you work at now?
Right now I'm at FCA. I've been over there which is Chrysler, and I've been there for 20 years now.
All right. So the reason why this is an exclusive interview because Uncle Nash is going to actually inspire us and motivate us with two different stories. First of all, the typical Motivate Me 313. And also, Uncle Nash was sick a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say that it was officially the coronavirus because he never did get tested, but a lot of the symptoms were similar to the coronavirus. So the reason why I wanted to do this interview is so that maybe you can help people out there. And I want to ask you exactly, so what did it feel like in terms of your body when you first started to have symptoms?
Well, it started off with some coughing, and then it got even heavier, and then it got to the point where I start sweating at night, chills, and it just started making my body really weak. And until I went to my regular doctor, which he tested me for the flu, and it was negative. He asked me to go and take the corona test, but I never did. For some reason, I just felt like, which was foolish of me probably, but I just never went and got tested. But it was a very bad experience.
So what was life like, during those couple weeks? I mean, you talked about your body, but like living and stuff like that.
Life was horrible. I couldn't eat. Everything I put in my system was pretty much liquids, nothing solid, for about 2.5 weeks. It stripped me down a lot, and it made me very weak. And it got to the point to where I was this close to almost telling my wife I had a life insurance policy on me. It was that bad, but I got through it, and thank God.
Yeah, thank God, man. And so when did you start to feel like you were feeling better?
It was about the 3rd week where I started walking around, start putting a little bit of solid foods like eggs, just something other than liquid that I was just normally drinking, just to get myself back, healthy again, and just taking a lot of herbal medicines also, from just honey, ginger, turmeric. A lot of those things also helped a lot, and I just stayed out of the hospital.
So, you mentioned that you never wanted to get tested, and you feel like maybe that wasn't the best decision. But so, do you feel like people that may have had the virus but never wanted to get tested, like a fear of actually knowing that you had it? Like, what was the reasoning, and what do you think other people feel like?
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that probably has it or had the symptoms and didn't get tested, probably because of the fear of knowing, because it can be a psychological thing also, and that's what happened with me. Like, I felt like, no, I can't. I'll probably just have a bad fever, bad cold. I'll get through it. But as the times went by, it got rougher and rougher, and I kind of regret going. It's not too late. I could probably still go and get tested. Will I do it? I don't know. I mean, but I think I should.
Do you feel like you probably did you feel like you would have been taken care of better here at home rather than the hospital? Is that maybe something that had to do with it, or was that nothing that had nothing to do with it?
No, honestly, I felt like if I was to die, I would rather did it here than the hospital. And I was telling people then, and I tell people now, stay out of the hospital. And I just feel like when you're in there, nothing against the people on the front lines, the nurses and doctors, but I just think, like I said, it's a thing where when you're in a hospital bed laying there not being able to see your family, it can mess with you. It can break you down even more and mess you up a lot. And I just felt like I'm not going to the hospital. I'll stay here and take care of myself, and just went from there, and I'm here now.
And I know your wife did a great job with shoes as well. Those are some strong words. So what is your advice for people who are not taking this virus as serious as they should?
Well, you should. I mean, it's real. It's out there. I mean, like I said, anyone can get it. Whether I had it or not, I don't know, but it's real, and get tested if you can.
All right. So now we're going to go back to the original Motivate Me 313 questions is, what gets you up every morning, Uncle Nash?
I wish they were out here, but my kids, especially when you have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, they're jumping on you. They get me up. Just my mom, I take care of my mom. She lives here with me. Just taking care of them, making sure everything is good for them. That makes me happy. Following after my dad and going from there.
All right. And the last question is, for someone who may be walking the same or similar footsteps as you, what advice would you give them? Motivate me.
Just take care of yourself. Life is short. Do what you got to do, and just make sure like everything is taken care of.
Well, Uncle Nash, I just want to let you know, I appreciate you doing this interview. Not a lot of people be strong enough and have the courage to actually talk about the things that you just did. And from your nephew, I just want to tell you I appreciate that a lot. I love you, and I'm happy you're still here with us and you're healthy as well.
Thank you. I love you too.